season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Stevenson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Fox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off play action. Stevenson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To try again after the sack. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at mid. Field.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They get him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah,
I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He'll buy some time right. He finds Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted. Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Stevenson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Thomas. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And firing a deep ball for Komet. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
From the gun, here's Fields. Robinson's got it. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Stevenson, he finds his man, complete. It's Fox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Yeah, shit, it's 6. Pull it.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Montgomery. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And his kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fox. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevenson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Fox, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. Touchdown, Vikings.
Yeah, way to go.
A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. You don't want none of that. Get it, pick up the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 50, here's Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the twist. And we're going 37's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Thomas. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Flushed out right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Fields throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll keep it on the ground. Fox. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to throw. Stevenson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, it's Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Fox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.